Welcome back to a final episode of our FPV Fundamentals series designed for beginners and new pilots. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, I highly recommend you do that first before you get into this. This is episode 5 and today we're going to be talking about failsafes. Very important. What are they and how they actually work and how to set them up properly so your plane can save itself when things go wrong. So what is a failsafe? A failsafe is your flight controller's emergency plan, a set of instructions for what to do if it loses signal from your transmitter. There are 2 parts to every failsafe. The receiver failsafe, which reacts the instant signal is lost. The flight controller failsafe logic, which decides what the plane will do next, like glide, return to home, or just land. Receiver failsafe sends fixed values or no pulse. The flight controller failsafe interprets that and runs a pre-programmed action. Your receiver constantly sends channel data, throttle, roll, pitch and yaw. When that stops for more than a split second, the flight controller recognizes the loss and enters failsafe mode. Depending on your firmware, the behavior varies slightly. Betaflight goes into a disarm plus drop mode, ideal for quads. INAV and ArduPilot can actually fly the aircraft back home using GPS, altitude hold and heading lock. For fixed wings, we have a few common strategies depending on what kind of safety we want. Number 1, drop or cut throttle. Used mostly for test builds. It simply cuts the throttle so the plane glides down. This is safe for line of sight fields, but risky for long range flying. Return to home or RTH. This is the gold standard and what most people will be using. The flight controller turns towards home, climbs to a safe altitude and flies back automatically. Land mode, which is more for advanced. ArduPilot and INAV can even perform an autonomous landing. It's slower to configure, but works great for long-range cruises. Most of us, a simple return to home and circle combo mode is perfect for your failsafe. So let's quickly walk through setting it up in INAV, Betaflight and ArduPilot. INAV setup, under the failsafe tab, set the mode to return to home or land. Choose your return to home altitude, say 100 meters, 50 meters is also good, depending on what environment you're in, but always keep it higher so that you're not going to hit anything on the way back on its failsafe. Test by powering off your transmitter. You should see the flight controller switch to failsafe on the on-screen display. In this feature on INAV, you will see it turn red. Betaflight's main focus is multi-rotors. For wings, it only supports throttle cut. So if you're flying fixed wing Betaflight, consider migrating to INAV. ArduPilot, in Mission Planner, go to failsafe settings. Set return to home or RTL, as it is here, as the action. Always check that your failsafe actually triggers by turning off your radio with the props removed. That is a tip I would suggest you always do if you're in the process of building your plane. Make sure your failsafe works on the bench before the maiden. Here's a few tips to make sure your failsafe actually saves your plane and not just cuts the throttle. Set the correct return to home altitude. Make sure it's higher than any trees or terrain, buildings, etc. Anything that you've got around where you're flying. It's no point having it set at an altitude where you fly behind a mountain and that mountain is higher than your return to home altitude. Check your home position, GPS lock before arming, that's crucial. And verify Express LRS link quality for early warnings. Make sure that's visible in your on-screen display so you're always checking how far away you are from a failsafe. Another important thing to do is add a beeper or a GPS tracker so you can find the model if it lands. And one more tip, test with your VTX and on-screen display running so that you know exactly what you see on screen. If the failsafe kicks in, it's great practice. Do this at home, do this in a safe environment with props off before you do any maiden. A properly set failsafe isn't just a safety feature, it's peace in mind. It lets you push your range, explore new spots, and still brings your plane home safely. So I hope you enjoyed this series. That's a very final bit of it. If you've got any suggestions, leave it in the comments for other people, and try and help new pilots if they ask these questions, if you can too, in the comment section. If you like the videos, hit that like button please, and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next video. So hopefully we can get out and do a bit of flying soon. Stay safe and bye for now.